Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello viewers. So in this video, I want to discuss about a different material. As you can see in the last videos I made in the IT video, I made some discussions about Laravel 11, where we do the PHP and all that. But we're going to change the subject. So in today's video, as you can see in the title, we are going to discuss about Tailwind.css. What is Tailwind.css, you might ask? So before we got into Tailwind.css, we want to open a web called tailwindcss.com. Sorry, this. Shit. Sorry, like this. So when you first enter, it still should not be like this, but it should be like this. So it's going to be a Tailwind.css, rapidly build a modern website without ever leaving your HTML. So what does this mean? So Tailwind CSS is basically a CSS file. Like when you make the CSS file, you make the h1, we make the class like h1, and when we type, we make the color is blue, and its decoration is underlined and stuff, and then it will do it for you and stuff. But we are not going to discuss about CSS. But yeah, hold on, sorry, we forgot to play the style. But today we are not going to discuss about CSS for today. We are going to discuss Tailwind. So how does Tailwind.css works? So basically, Tailwind.css does style CSS, but basically inside your code. It's like inline. If I have discussed before, but for the new viewers, inline CSS is basically when you add style. I think I kind of forgot, and then you will put like color, and then it will do the input for you. So you do the inlines inside the class. But Tailwind.css does more than just an ordinary CSS. You don't even need this styles on CSS like this goodbye. Like on this website without leaving your HTML, except if you have the TS. Okay, that's an exception. And then, how do we install it? So we first click on the get started and go to the play CDN. You can however download the application from the cmd command, and then you will input all of what you need, but it's also complicated, and I'm afraid the video will take longer than expected. So to make things short, we go to play CDN and then copy this. And then if you create a new file, if you open your VS Code if you haven't, and then do a Control A and then Control V, or Command A Command V for MacBooks. And then as you can see, when you go back to the index, there is an underline and the text in bold and is bigger. That is what Tailwind.css does for you. We have we have Tailwind.css installed to the file. It's pretty easy. We only need to copy from the link, and then we copy paste it. It's pretty easy if you think about it. So what does Tailwind.css really do actually? So when you first copy paste it, there's a text tree XL, a font bold, and underline. These properties actually implements to the hello world. This is a class. So text tree XL is making your word bigger, making your text bigger, and then font bold basically you make the hello world bigger. Underline gives an underline below. So if I type text grade 500, it will be great. But how do we know that this is the right command? That's the thing. we need to make another file, which is tailwind.config.ts. We only need to keep that in the file so we can have the IntelliSense inside. We also need an extension called let me scroll down. Tailwind CSS IntelliSense. This is what makes the Tailwind.css run in your VS Code. You basically need to install. After you install it, you need to make a file like a tailwind.config.ts, and then you're done. You have IntelliSense inside your code, your file. If you want to add something, like if you want to add a margin, you use an M. And as you can see, let me move my camera. As you can see, if you hover, it will be text decoration line underline. So Tailwind CSS automatically makes CSS for you. This is font mode, font weight 700, text free XL is font size and line height. Alright, then you make a file and then type all that and then do a link. That will be take longer than expected. It's easier if you want to make a landing page at all. So if we do a margin, like margin 3, you can see that margin 0.75 rem 12 px. You can see that before implying we don't have a margin, and after implying we have a margin. It's very good, it's very easy to learn, and if you know the basic of CSS, you'll get the hang of Tailwind.css. And then you can customize from here, like if you want to make a div, and then you make the background color yellow, and then the width is here is W, sorry, width is 5. You can input here, and then you'll make a text like hello. It'll show here. It will show for you. But sorry, unfortunately, I forgot I got the wrong one. Make your yellow 300. It will make a background for you. The width is unfortunately it's too small, so we will make a bigger one. See, if the width is 40, and we can apply it. Although you can just not use the width, and then it will automatically fill all your width div in here. So Tailwind CSS basically makes your coding better for you. It's good for your styling. It's good if you are experienced with CSS. It is very recommended that if you use this, because when I use Tailwind.css, it's very fast to make a landing page. But I couldn't demonstrate it right here right now. But I can guarantee you it will take like around 30 minutes then making with a CSS file, since you need to back and forth, go to your style.css, looking at the class. But with CSS, you don't need to. Like it says, without leaving your HTML, you can easily style your file. Thank you for watching. Sorry if there's any mistakes or things that I started like this. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye viewers.